Hello there, my name is Linda Jo Martin, the Book Lady, and I am here to do a vlogging video. This is the start of the week. It's Monday, and this video is for my bookish friends and people on YouTube in the BookTube section. If you don't know what BookTube is, it is a community of people who like to make videos about books on YouTube. So this book I've been reading, it's 1,000 Beginnings and Endings. It's a series of 15 short stories. I'm reading this for the Asian Readathon in May, and I just wanted to say that I'm so surprised at the type of stories that I'm reading, because I thought it was going to be all like Chinese and other Asian countries, their legends, and well, all the short stories are based on legends and myths. However, when I got to the second story, well, the first story was from Vietnam, and it was pretty much what I was expecting. The second story is about a Chinese tradition, and it took place in Arizona. I was very surprised that the story was set in Arizona, and the third story, to make it even more complex, is set in the future. Then I've also been reading Vibrant Watercolors. It's by Hazel, Lale, a watercolor artist. I can show you something that she's done here. These are a few of her paintings. And so I already chose something that I would like to paint. I discovered that if you go on Google Maps, you can find some very interesting architecture and scenes, and I just decided to print one of them out, and I'll give you a close-up. That's in Spain, and I found out about this because I've been reading another book. It's Miles from Nowhere, and I'm nearly halfway done with that book now, and they just are talking about being in this little town in Spain. This morning I phoned the salesman who was promising me a van, and he said, surprise, the van arrived in Coeur d'Alene. It has been a long day. I went to the insurance office. I went to look at the van in Coeur d'Alene. It was beautiful, and I purchased it. So now it's still there because it needed some modifications, and that's all I know about the van. I did get a chance to read some more on Miles from Nowhere. Haven't gotten out of the chapter about Spain yet. I've been reading this book. As you know, 1,000 Beginnings and Endings. It's a book of 15 short stories. I'm in the 4th short story right now, and I am kind of burnt out of short stories already. It's like every time you read a short story, you have to start over again, like learn the characters, learn the setting, try to figure out what's going on, and it gets kind of to be too much after a while. I like short stories, but I'd really like to read a novel right about now, because with a novel, you know that you only have to figure out what's going on once. I've got these 2 novels to read, so you only have to figure out what's going on once and then get used to the story, and by the time you're halfway through the story, you know, like, you're invested in those characters, and I just think it's a nice reading experience. So I wanted to read one of these 2 novels, and I can go back to the short stories later on, like in between novels. They don't have to be read all at one time. I'll probably finish the 4th short story, the one that I'm on right now, and then I'm going to go into one of these books, and I think the one I want to read the most is this one. I really want to read both of them, but I'm very curious about Crazy Rich Asians by Kwan, because, well, it's said to be humorous, and I would like to laugh. And then I'm also still reading, of course, Miles from Nowhere, and I want to keep this very short because I don't want to produce one of those very long vlogs that are really hard to sit through. So if I can keep my vlog 10 minutes or thereabouts or less, it would be great. So let's keep it short. Talk to you later. Bye. Hi there, it's Thursday, and I started reading it and I just read the introduction and chapter 1, and so far I'm not especially warming up to the people in the book, but the main characters do seem likable, so I'm hoping that I'll get to know them better very soon, because some of the other characters strike me as being kind of strange. And he introduces a lot of Chinese words to us at the beginning of the book and then starts using them in the text. So maybe I'll learn a little Cantonese while I'm reading his book. Did finish story number 4 in the other book, and am still reading Miles from Nowhere. They have left Spain, they went to Morocco, Portugal, France. They were in the UK. They hit all the countries in the UK, even Wales. And then Austria, Germany and Austria, and then I guess they're about ready to leave Austria at this point in the book. I think that's where I'm at. So, made some progress there. Anyhow, that's Thursday. Nothing else special is happening, just the same old stuff. So now it's Friday, and this will be the last day that I am recording in this vlog. I'm not going to do it over the weekend. So I wanted to let you know that this book, Crazy Rich Asians, is turning out to be very good. I'm enjoying it, and really, I'm only about 5 or 6 chapters in, I guess, but I'm already enjoying the characters and looking forward to their future. So this is a yes. And I showed you earlier in the week, I've been doing this Vibrant Watercolors book. Oh, I've been reading it. But I also, while I read these books, I want to do some of the projects or follow her instructions and learn from her. So I showed you earlier in the week that I had found this. I was reading Miles from Nowhere, the nonfiction book I'm reading this month, and they were staying in this town called Cadaqués, Spain. It's like north of Barcelona. Anyhow, I found this little picture and I thought I would try to paint this, and tonight I did. I painted it in my little watercolor sketchbook, and this is how it turned out. Let's see, I joined a Facebook group for Christian artists and writers, and they told me that they were studying a book called 30 Days to Understanding the Bible, and I looked it up on Amazon and I thought, that sounds really familiar. And sure enough, I bought that book way back in like 2014, and I had it on my shelf still, and I just thought that was kind of miraculous that I joined a group that is actually studying this, and especially since I stalled in this book after chapter 11, and they're doing chapter 10 right now, so it's like I'm right at the right place in the book to continue on with them. So that's turned out pretty well. And that is about all I have to report for Friday. It's been a good day. Nice and quiet. I like nice quiet days. Peaceful, very peaceful. And thank you for joining me on the vlog. I'm trying to keep it close to 10 minutes or less, so I better shut the camera off now. Talk to you later. Bye.